Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, I continue with the chapter of S, Sod. In the name of the merciful and compassionate Allah, S. By the Qoran with its reminder, nay, but those who misbelieve are in pride, schism, how many a generation have we destroyed before them? And they cried out, but it was no time to escape, and they wonder that a warner has come from amongst themselves. And the misbelievers say, this is a magician, a liar. What does he make the gods to be one Allah? Verily, this is a wondrous thing, and the chiefs of them went away. Go on and persevere in your gods. This is a thing designed. We never heard this in any other sect. This is nothing but a fiction. Has the reminder come down from him from amongst us? Nay, they are in doubt concerning my reminder. Nay, they have not yet tasted of my torment. Have they the treasures of the mercy of thy mighty Lord, the giver, or have they the kingdom of the heavens and of the earth, and what is between the two? Then let them climb up the ropes thereof. Any host whatever of the confederate shall there be routed. Before them did Noah's people and Nod and Pharaoh of the stakes call the apostles liars, and Thamud and the people of Lot and the fellows of the grove, and they were the confederates too, and they all did not but call the apostles liars, and just was the punishment. Do these await aught else but one noise, for which there shall be no pause? But they say, O our Lord, hasten for us our share before the day of reckoning. Be patient of what they say, and remember our servant David endowed with might. Verily he turned frequently to us. Verily we subjected the mountains to celebrate with him our praises at the evening and the dawn, and the birds too gathered together. Each one would oft return to him, and we strengthened his kingdom, and we gave him wisdom and decisive address. Has there come to thee the story of the antagonist, when they scaled the chamber wall, when they entered in unto David, and he was startled at them? They said, fear not, we are two antagonists, one of us has injured the other. Judge then between us with the truth, and be not partial, but guide us to a level way. Verily this is my brother. He had 99 ewes, and I had 1 ewe. And he said, give her over in my charge. And he overcame me in discourse. Said he wronged thee in annexing for thy ewe in addition to his own ewes. Verily many associates do injure one another, except they who believe and do what is right, and very few are they. And he thought that we were trying him, and he asked pardon of his Lord, and fell down bowing and did not turn, and we pardoned him, for verily he has a near approach to us, and an excellent resort. So 38:24 is one of those prostration verses. You can ask God for things during those. You can glorify God. You can say set supplications or O David, verily we have made thee a vicegerent Judge then between men with truth, and follow not lust, for it will lead thee astray from the path of Allah. For them is keen torment, for that they did forget the day of reckoning. And we have not created the heavens and the earth, and what is between the two in vain. That is what those who misbelieved did think. But woe from the fire to those who misbelieve. Shall we make those who believe and do right like those who do evil in the earth? Or shall we make the pious like the sinners? Blessed book which we have sent down to thee, that they may consider its verses, and that those endowed with minds may be mindful. And we gave to David Solomon, an excellent servant. Verily he turned frequently to us, when there were set before him in the evening the steeds that paw the ground. And he said, Verily I have loved the love of good things better than the remembrance of my Lord, until was hidden behind the veil. Bring them back to me. And he began to sever their legs and necks. He put his hand over their legs and necks. He wasn't dismembering his horses. Of course, H. Palmer doesn't look like he takes that passage literally. It has to be something severe. Something sick with his mind, apparently. And we did try Solomon, and we threw upon his throne a form. Then he turned repentant. Said he, My Lord, pardon me, and grant me a kingdom that is not seemingly for anyone after me. Verily thou art he who grants. And we subjected to him the wind to run on at his bidding, gently wherever he directed it, and the devils every builder and diver, and others bound in fetters. This is our gift, so be thou lavish or withhold without account. And verily he had with us a near approach, and a good resort. And remember our servant Job, when he called upon his Lord, that the devil has touched me with toil and torment. Stamp with thy foot, this is a cool washing place and a drink. And we granted him his family and the like of them with them, as a mercy from us and a reminder to those endowed with minds. And take in thy hand a bundle, and strike therewith, and break not thy oath. Verily we found him patient, an excellent servant. Verily he turned frequently to us. And remember our servants, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, endowed with might and sight. Verily we made them sincere by a sincere quality, the remembrance of the abode. And verily they were with us of the elect, the best. And remember Ishmael and Elisha and Dhul-Kifl, for each was of the righteous. And this is a reminder, verily for the pious is there an excellent resort, gardens of Eden with the doors open to them, reclining therein, calling therein for much fruits and drink, and besides them maids of modest glance of their own age. This is what ye were promised for the day of reckoning. This is surely our provision, it is never spent. Thus, and verily for the rebellious is there an evil resort, hell. They shall broil therein, and an evil couch shall it be. This, so let them taste it, hot water and pus, and other kinds of the same sort. This is an army plunged in with you. There is no welcome for them. Verily they are going to broil in the fire. They shall say, Nay, for you too is there no welcome. It was ye who prepared it beforehand for us. And an ill resting place it is. They shall say, Our Lord, who so prepared this before and for us, give him double torment in the fire. And they shall say, What ails us that we do not see men, whom we used to think amongst the wicked, whom we used to take for mockery? Have our eyes escaped them? Verily that is the truth, the contention of the people of the fire. So, it's not our judgment, it's God's judgment. Oh, they were losers too. Nope, they were winners. Sorry. Say, I am Really, this is the connection of the people of the fire. Say, I am only a warner, and there is no God but Allah, the one, the victorious, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and what is between the two, the mighty, the forgiving. Say, it is a grand story, and yet we turn from it. I had no knowledge of the exalted chiefs when they contended. The Golden Dawn talks about secret chiefs and all that sort of stuff, but there's a lot of groups, the Great White Brotherhood and all this other, but most of that's just making up stuff if they say details. The exalted chiefs when they contended. I'm only inspired that I am a plain warner when thy Lord said to the angels, the unfallen angels, the light beings, verily I am about to create a mortal out of clay, and when I have fashioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, then fall ye down before him adoring, and the angels adored all of them save Iblis, who was too big with pride, and was of the misbelievers. So, Iblis was something different. Said he... and the verbiage, it's belonging to God. God gave us the gift of the Spirit. Said he, O Iblis, what prevents thee from adoring what I have created with my two hands? Art thou too big with pride, or art thou amongst the exalted? Said he, I am better than he. Thou hast created me from fire, and him thou hast created from clay. Said he, then go forth therefrom, for verily thou art pelted, and verily upon thee is my curse unto the day of judgment. Said he, my Lord, then respite me until the day when they are raised. Said he, then thou art amongst the respited until the day of the stated time. Said he, then by thy might I will surely seduce them all together, except thy servants amongst them who are sincere. So there's no ghouls forcing us to do things, and well, there's that rank in the clan or something like that, but otherwise, there's no spirits that come and physically harm you and make you do things. It's all personal choices of belief and action that allow that power. Amongst thy servants who are severe, said he, it is the truth, and the truth I speak. I will surely fill hell with thee and with those who follow thee amongst them all together. Say, I do not ask thee for it any higher, nor am I of those who take too much upon myself. It is but a reminder to the servants, and ye shall surely know its story after a time. So, Iblis and the rest of the jinn were addressed here, but not all the jinn stayed in rebellion, and we'll find that elsewhere.